Welcome back to A Man's Perspective. Today, I'm just going to talk real quickly, briefly, about something that I said earlier and that was captured in a short. A couple of the guys from work and my daughter both asked me when I talked about what love is. The statement was that love is an actual force of nature like gravity. They asked me what book did I read because they want to read that book, because where did I get that from? And that's something that I've been saying since I was a very young man. Not very young man, but I would say in my 20s. The reason I came to that conclusion, that's my own conclusion on what love is having seen the effects of love. And everyone kind of translates love as to this all-inspiring, beautiful, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, like peaches and cream kind of thing, you know. Everything's going to be all hunky-dory. That's how I hear people describe love, in kind of like a Disneylandish kind of way. But early in my life, I realized and seen that love is both good and bad. Because it's out of love that people have done the most atrocious things, like kill other people. They stalk them, they stress them out, they torture them. And supposedly it's for love's sake. And I'm sure in their minds, it is out of love. That's how they see them being able to keep that person close to them, being able to keep that person safe. So I've also seen how a mother's love, or not just a mother's, even father's love, how they sacrifice themselves for their children. I don't know, people think like, oh, that's supposed to be expected. That's the norm, but it's not. I work in law enforcement, and I come across so many people that tell me, and through their actions, I believe them, that they don't love their children. They feel it's something that they just had to do, like a societal pressure. They have no attachment to them. They have no bond with them. So I've been saying this saying, or this thing about love, because of everything that I've seen. So I wanted to explain more about how I came to this conclusion. That's a part of it. I already said a part of it. The thing that showed me the most that love is an actual force of nature is seeing my oldest daughter being born. I don't know what it was about seeing her being born that like a switch went off inside of me. I literally felt, and I know words can't adequately describe how it felt inside, but it felt like a switch went off. Just something, just a genetic trigger, a genetic switch, some kind of switch went off, where this overwhelming desire, this feeling, this need to protect, this need to take care of her, to provide for her, to teach her, to help her be the best human being I know how to be. And at that time, and even now, I'm still learning. I don't know what the best human being is. But I had this overwhelming desire to protect, to teach, to provide, to be there. I knew inside of me that there was absolutely nothing that she could ever do that would make me stop loving her. That I would love her no matter what she did, no matter what she said, even if she told me she hated me. And I did experience that. My daughter, my three of my kids, when going through the divorce process, they literally told me they hated me. That was the most devastating thing I've ever been through. That was the most horrific experience of my life. Going through the divorce process, that was horrible in and of itself. But then having my kids tell me that they hate me was just inexplicably horrible. There are literally no words to describe how bad I felt. But even through that process, even through that, I could not stop loving them. I could not stop showing up. I could not stop being there for them. I could not stop taking care of. I could not stop picking them up. I could not stop spending time with them. I could not even even though they were telling me horrible things that their mother was telling them, I could not stop for them. There is nothing that could stop me from loving them, from being there for them. So it's through those experiences that I recognize that love is not something that's just inside of us. It's something that works all around us, something that's everywhere, all at once. So that's why I came to the conclusion that love is an actual force of nature like gravity, because love can be utilized to overcome. Love can be utilized to do extreme things. Love can be utilized to fix yourself, to fix others. So we're getting closer to discovering what love really is. Right now, it's subjective to just an emotion. But there's this group, they were called the Noetic Institute. Now they're called the Heart Math Institute. They're doing a lot of wonderful experiments regarding different emotions, different experiences, different like what love really is. I don't follow them closely, but I have followed some of their experiments, and I think they're going to be on the verge of very soon, within 20 to 30 years, coming up with technologies, with experiments that we're going to be able to see love. We're going to be able to know, like, oh, there's a pocket of love over there, or that person has a bunch of love, or that forest right there has a bunch of love in it. And we're going to be able to go into that forest for healing, into that water for healing, around those people for healing. And that's what I think the prophets were too, like Jesus and all the other prophets, Buddha. They're just Gandhi. I don't know if he's a prophet or not, but Gandhi, Martin Luther King. They all had so much love inside of them that they were able to change countries, change societies, change peoples. They were able to harness that ability to love and push it outward. So I think through them, through the Heart Math Institute, they probably changed their name now too, but through those people like them, we're going to be able to see and to interact with love the way we interact with gravity. We're not, just like we can't really control gravity now, it's going to be like that. It's just we're going to be able to see pockets of love, and there's love over there, and we're going to be able to take advantage. Just like right now we can take advantage of gravity by walking on the planet, by, things like that. So I just wanted to expand, or really say that there's no book that I read that from. There's no teacher that I heard it from. It's my own conclusion, and I think it makes the most sense. I think it makes it's the easiest way to see love as an actual force of nature. I think that's what connects us. I feel that's what, and there's entanglement theory. There's things in physics that kind of point to that. Like entanglement, once two things are entangled, they can speak to each other and control each other regardless of distance and time. I think there are things like that show us that we're all connected through love, or that connection is through love. Maybe on a further episode, I'll go into more like the science of it. Right now, I just wanted to expand or talk about where it came from and why I thought about that, or what I think about that. So my message regarding love would be to accept it, would be to allow yourself to feel it, because you do have to allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to give it out, and recognize and believe that you do give it out, because you do. There are people that walk into places, to areas, and people just feel joy, and people just they're attracted to them. And I think it's because they've accepted love, and they're willing to give it out freely. They're willing to give it out without any expectation, without nothing in return. So you have to accept that you are a vessel of love. You are a vehicle for love too. You can give it out as much as you can give it in. And it's through that touch, that interaction, that loving interaction, that people are healed, that people are made better. So I think accept that you are love, accept and give it out. Don't be afraid to tell people you love them, but really mean it. Don't tell people you love them just to say it, because then it loses its purpose. Just like the boy who cried wolf. Really mean it. Look in your heart, and really, when you're about to tell it to somebody, mean it from your heart. Mean it from deep inside of you, and think about the goodness that you want to come to them while you telling them I love you. I think that's where people feel it the most. I think that's where people benefit the most from it. I think that's where the healing comes from. So accept that you're the love, accept it inside of you. And then be willing to just give it to people genuinely. I think that's going to help make us better. It's going to help make things better on an individual level and a societal level. I know it's kind of corny to say it, even now as I'm saying it, because I'm kind of ad hocing this. It sounds weird to say as I'm thinking about it, but I really believe it's true. I really believe that love is an actual part of nature, a part of our existence, and not just a good feeling I get. I think that's where people confuse it. It's not just a good feeling you get. Oh, I want good things. No. It's deeper than that. And once you can accept it at that deeper level, I think you'll be able to change yourself and others around you. So this is going to be short. I just really wanted to talk about that quotation that everyone keeps asking me about. Not everyone. I make it sound like there's thousands and thousands of people, but a few people at work, and like I said, my daughter too. They asked me. They wanted to read what book it came out of. No, it came out of my mind. It came out of something as simple as my mind. Something as illogical as my mind. So if you have any questions regarding it, or if you can give me anything you want me to expand on it somehow, I will. Like I said, this is just more like just to say something about it, because I've been asked about it. But if you have any questions regarding it, or you want to talk more in depth with me, leave a comment. And I will do my best to respond in a timely manner. So I know this is short, this is brief, but thank you so much. Thank you for watching. I know that I really do love you guys. I really do, because I understand that right now in the beginning of this, it's primarily my family. And I really do, and even if you're not my family, I really do love you guys. I want the best for you. I want all of us to heal, because we're all kind of messed up. We're all kind of messed up. And like diagnosable ways, but that does not change how much I love you. Even myself, I don't include myself too, but that does not change how much I love you guys. That does not change that I want the best for you, that I wish I could take all of your pains away. I wish I could heal everyone around me. But I do love you guys. I hope you keep watching. I hope you like and subscribe. And again, know that I love you.